What's up, Kurosaki clan? It's your boy, Keon'S Kurosaki in the building, and today I'm going to be giving you my WWE Backlash predictions. This is the Backlash of WrestleMania, which was pretty fun. The first night wasn't as good as the second night, but the main event of the first night was better than the main event of night two. So it's kind of crazy how like most of the night one of WrestleMania show was mid, while the main event was cinema, and the second night of WrestleMania and the matches were it was great, amazing, but the main event was kind of lackluster. But we're not here to talk about WrestleMania. We're here to talk about the backlash of WrestleMania, and I am going to be giving my predictions on each and every one of these matches. So before we get into anything, shout out Jesus, my Lord and Savior. But before we get into anything, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do to interact with this video. And let's get into my WWE 2025 Backlash predictions. The first match that I'm going to be giving my predictions on is a one-on-one match between Gonta, alright, the Ring General, alright, the Chop Master, going up against Pat McAfee. I did not expect this at all. How this all started was pretty much Gunther was choking out Michael Cole because Michael Cole was talking his trash, as he does. And then Pat McAfee was trying to help his boy out, try to, protect the homie. But yeah, he sacrificed himself and he got choked out instead. And Pat McAfee sold that like a champ. And now Pat McAfee challenged Gunther to a match, and here we are. And Gunther even said on Raw that, you know what, I'm not gonna underestimate you. All right, I'm gonna be prepared like I'm prepared for all my other matches. All right, I'm tired of being cocky. All right, I'm done. All right, my complete attention is on you, Pat, and that is not what you want. So yeah, Pat McAfee is probably gonna die. He's gonna get mauled. But I can definitely see like an underdog where like Pat McAfee gets some offense in, but then Gunther just says sit down. He like Gunther just shuts that entire down. But yeah, Gunther should win this match. If he loses, collusion. Gunther should not lose this match. All right, this should be a one and done. Gunther pretty much squashes Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee gets some offense in, but then Gunther shuts it down. All right, so Gunther should win this match. All right, no question about it. Gunther should win this match. All right, thank you. Next up, we have the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship match between the challenger, the man, Becky Lynch, who just returned at WrestleMania, going up against the champion, Lyra Valkyria. Pretty much, Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria won the Women's Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania, and then the next night, they defended it against the former champions that they faced at WrestleMania, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, and they lost the titles. So their title reign was like barely even a day. So, and then Becky just turned on Lyra Valkyria after, and now here we are. This match should be decent. It should be a pretty good match, hopefully. Two Irish women. Yeah, and I'm just happy to see Becky back because I kind of missed her, and I think Becky's probably one of the best promos in WWE and wrestlers, but definitely promos. Her promos are fiery. I love it. And Lyra got some fire to her too. All right, especially on Monday Night Raw. She got some fire. But who I think is gonna win? I do think Becky Lynch is going to win this match. I wouldn't mind if Lyra Valkyria won, but I think Becky's probably gonna win, and then she'll probably join the Vision, the faction Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Paul Heyman. That's the name I gave them, and that's the name I'm gonna stick with until they actually get a name. So I'm calling them the Vision, and I think Becky Lynch is probably gonna join them. But I do think Becky's probably going to win the Women's Intercontinental Championship. But I wouldn't mind if Lyra Valkyria retained, but I think Becky's gonna win. The next match we have is for the Men's Intercontinental Championship between the champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, my man, my dude, Latino Heat, you know what I'm saying? Got the lineage of the Mysterios and the Guerreros. Going up against Penta, Zero Miedo. This match can go either way. Finn Balor could cost Dominic the match. Chad Gable, Judgment Day, could cost Penta the match. But I think that Dominic is going to retain because I think they're probably going to do AJ Styles and Dominic rivalry. So, but yeah, that's the only reason I think Dominic's going to win. And plus, I don't think Dominic deserves a freaking, 3-week reign with the Intercontinental Championship. Alright, Dominic Mysterio deserves better than that. Alright? So yeah, I think Dominic is going to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Screw you, Rey Mysterio. Next match we have is one that I'm very excited about. Hey, I am a huge fan of multi-man matches. I'm a huge fan of it. Alright, so this match excites me. Not in that way, but I'm excited. I'm hyped for it. It's a fatal 4-way for the United States Championship between the champion Jacob Fatu. I love you, Jacob. Going up against L.A. Knight. Yeah. Going up against the Scottish psychopath, the Scottish warrior. Alright, Drew McIntyre. Going up against the street trash. His words, not mine. Damian Priest. This match should be chaotic. Very chaotic. This match should be very, very fun. But Damian Priest isn't winning. Damian Priest is not winning. Okay. Let's get that out the way. Okay. And I don't think LA Knight is gonna win the championship back. And it leaves Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre. I think Jacob Fatu is going to retain the title. All right, I think we're eventually going to get Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa for the title, and that's going to be fun, and I cannot wait for that. So I think this match is just something to put under Jacob Fatu's belt and be like, Jacob Fatu has beaten LA Knight, he's beaten Damian Priest, and he's beaten Drew McIntyre. So I think this is just going to beef up, the resume of Jacob Fatu. My man, my favorite wrestler right now. I love him. I love you, Jacob. Yeah, I mean. And last but definitely not least, we have the main event of Backlash. A match that I thought we weren't gonna get for a while, but nah, WWE said, "Now let's freaking speed run it." All right. Legend versus legend. Okay? These two know each other very well. Very well. Alright? They are rivals. Alright? They know each other for years. They know each other's every move. And for most of their rivalry, John Cena has been the face. Randy Orton has been the heel. But now the positions have swapped. Cena is the heel. Randy is the face. And I really hope this match is better than the Cody match. I really hope this is better because I hope this is just them wrestling. I hope there's no interference by Travis Scott or whatever the heck. But yeah, this match should be very fun. But who I think is gonna win? I'm sorry, Randy. I would love it if he became a 14-time, 15. How many times has Randy became champion? I can't remember. But I think it's like 13, 14-ish, I think. I don't know. But I would love it if he became, that many times champion. But I don't think Cena's gonna lose the title this soon. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many other matches that Cena can have with the title. We still haven't gotten a CM Punk and John Cena match, AJ Styles and Cena. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many other matches that we can have, and I think they're all gonna involve the championship. So I think John Cena is going to retain the WWE Undisputed Championship. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, those are my predictions for WWE 2025 Backlash. Let me know your predictions down below if you want. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do to interact with this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one, hopefully. Peace, Kurosaki Clan. I'm not gonna scream this time. I promise. I won't scream this time.